from London. Welcome to the RANsquawk European morning briefing for today, Tuesday the 11th of October. All the focus in the European session has been on Slovakia, which has been the driver of the market so far in the European session, the last country to enact the EFSF amendments. Just to recap the situation in the Slovakian parliament, there are 4 members of the ruling government coalition, and one of the members, the SAS party, is opposed to the EFSF amendments and has voiced that quite considerably over the last few weeks. And we also have one major opposition party, the SMER party. They are actually in favour of the EFSF, however they do not want to vote alongside the government, they actually want to get in power there. But the early news out of the Slovakian parliament was the PM Radikova. She said that there has been no agreement in the coalition on today's vote, and on the back of that we saw equities come under some selling pressure, with the fixed income markets being supported in the euro currency in particular, falling below 136.00 in euro dollar. Following that, there has been some market talk of an allocation trade from a large fund of selling equities and buying into fixed income. We haven't seen any of these flows ourselves, but the market talk is out there, and that has been sort of borne out in the price action really, but is more focused on the Slovakia situation. The latest developments have been of a EFSF vote coupled with a confidence vote in Parliament, which is scheduled to take place today. And the SAS party, the party in the coalition that are against the EFSF, said they will abstain from this vote. So it looks like it will not pass because their votes are needed to pass it. So in the long term, it looks like at the middle of next week there will be a renewed vote after a new government is formed with the opposition party, the SMER party, who are in favour of the EFSF. So it looks like the EFSF will generally be passed, but it might take a week longer than expected. That's the current situation there. The market's still looking towards the vote at some point today, so the equity market is still sitting just above their lows of the day, with the fixed income market supported. Just worth of note, elsewhere in the currency markets, we have seen cable spike higher by around 15 pips. That's following the release of the industrial and manufacturing production out of the UK, IP especially coming in higher than expected. Elsewhere, there's been some weakening of the Swiss currency, market talk of a large buyer in the dollar-Swiss pair, bidding that up and weakening the Swiss currency across the board. And also, the dollar index has remained quite bid in the European session. That's putting some pressure on the energy complex, WTI and Brent crude futures, trading down both around $1 on the session, with spot gold also coming under some selling pressure today, looking to have taken out some stops to the downside in spot gold. Looking forward then into the rest of the US session, in terms of data, there will be the small business optimism, there's not really any tier 1 data out of the US today. A lot of focus will be on the FDIC as they vote on the proposed Volcker rule out of the US, and also on the note auction alongside, or the note auction which comes after the latest of the Operation Twist schedules. But that's enough from me. Have yourselves a great trading day.